Let's get more into this. Farai Wakatiya is in Harare and joins us live with the latest. Farai, welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us here on Africa Live. Farai, how bad is the situation in Zambia and how are the people there coping?
Well, Richard, you did paint a picture there. 84 districts, virtually all of the country is affected. When you go there and you see the crops, they're showing, in areas that are in a better situation. They're showing a lot of moisture stress. They are wilted, and even if the rains do come now, there is a fear that there won't be enough recovery. It's too late for those crops to recover. So more than 1 million hectares of the 2.2 that had been put under maize have been destroyed. 1 million households, agricultural households, stand to be affected by this crisis. And remember, there is already inflation that is on the rise in Zambia. So prices of foodstuffs in particular have been on the increase, and ordinary citizens feeling the pinch there. And particularly now, things will get worse because there is an anticipation that with the grain production lower, there might be a reduction in terms of what is produced and what is available for people to buy. So the situation is looking quite dire there, and hence the president coming out to make that declaration.
All right. In light of what you've just said, Farai, what have you also heard from the Zambian government as far as mitigation measures are concerned?
Well, the government is looking at some very short-term mitigation measures which are necessary, and also long-term, which will ultimately conclusively and sustainably deal with the issue. In the short term, they had already, a week ago, the Ministry of Agriculture had announced a ban on any exports of grain or maize meal out of the country, and had called upon the army to enforce, border controls to make sure that no grain was leaving the country. So that is to ensure that there is adequate stocks within the country to meet the demand. They're also saying they will source for more grain to import to meet the deficit that will be created, by this drought, this El Nino-induced drought. The government said it will avail resources to be able to purchase and procure those grain, and also to capacitate the ministry responsible for social welfare to increase the number of people that are on cash handouts, so people have, the supplementary income to be able to buy foodstuffs whose prices are anticipated to go up due to the shortages. In the long term, obviously it is about climate proofing agriculture, ensuring that there is irrigation infrastructure, ensuring that there is renewable energy infrastructure, things like solar, so that when there are these sort of shocks, the country is still able to irrigate and to work the land using the water bodies. So dams and that sort of infrastructure are in the long-term picture.